did you hear the news? The Thrail birdsong is coming to Autumn.
What? Oh, by the righteous path, this is incredible! What's he gonna play? Please tell me that he's going to sing Naught Compares to Thy Golden Hair.
Where did I put it? Even better. He'll play all of the new songs from his latest songbook. And now, brace yourself.
Some shifts
Word
never
has it
end.
that at the end of each performance, he takes one woman up on the stage to sing Thou Art My Sweet Spring Blossom for her.
What? Oh, by the Seven, that's my favorite. It's so romantic. Especially in the last verse when he goes like, the wind blows soft, your hands so tender. I love you so, oh woman slender. I always feel as if it's me he's singing about.
Oh, yes, I know that feeling. The melody, it always goes straight to my heart. Oh, my. I'm sure deep within he wishes for nothing more than a simple woman at his side. I mean, if that weren't so, he wouldn't write all those love songs, would he?
Of course not. The poor man. He has to be so lonely. Anyway, I'd say we're not going to miss that show. Let's talk again in a week or so, all right? I know the Dancing Nomad's innkeeper. Maybe he can make arrangements so we get a nice place near the stage.
It sounds perfect. Walk blessed.
Yeah, as if.
You too.
Greetings. Let me think. Ah, yes. This young woman who owns the gallery in the South Quarter looked a little distraught when I last saw her.
Hello. Is it important?
Yes? Well, I might. But I'm sure as heck not going to tell you, Moonskin. Now leave me alone. I don't have time for chit-chat. Of course. Especially to people of your kind. Now excuse me. I have to go.
Is it important?
So much to do, so little time.
That's just how it is.
Yes? What are you doing here?
Half this place. All of this. It's a shame. Some shifts never end.
Huh?
about, or things that find...
Some people just don't know their place in the world.
I understand your turmoil, madame. But still, right now, the Order cannot...
Waste a keeper to search for a pathless heretic? That's it, isn't it?
This is not what I said.
But what you thought. You know what? You should be ashamed, all of you. When I was young, being a keeper meant something. But I suppose those times are over.
Anything else I can help you with, madame?
Huh? What is it? Oh, whether there's something troubling me? Let me think. Yes. For example, that the Holy Order, since that Aranthiel is holding the reins again, cares more about digging up Pyrean ruins than taking care of the people of this country. Ugh. Forgive me. I shouldn't have said that. It's just... Oh, never mind. Is there something you need? I need to get back to the shop. Huh? No. I appreciate your offer, but it would be too dangerous. This would have been a mission for a keeper, but they are too busy polishing their armors. Oh my. Well, fine. Who am I to reject a helping hand? I am missing someone, and I'm not speaking figuratively. My son, my only son. It's complicated. Have you ever heard of the Brotherhood of Kor? I see. Then you haven't been in this city for long. The Brotherhood of Kor were pathless ones. Heretics, as the Order would call them. They demented the divinity of the Lightborn and instead prayed to some barbaric deity called Kor. Initially, they were ridiculed, but thanks to their leader and his talent to poison lost souls with his ideology, more and more our people, especially sublimes, converted to his cult. And, well, among them was also my son, Rucus. Oh, I don't know where I failed as a mother, I really don't. 4 times a week I took him to the chapel to pray when he was a boy, and I always kept him away from dangerous influences. Girls, boys, you know what I mean. But apparently that wasn't enough. He was one of the first to convert and take those ridiculous vows, even though he wasn't even 20 winters old back then. I suppose there's only so much you can do as a parent. Yes, because the Order, Malthus be praised, banished them from the city. The Corps didn't bother too much, but apparently one of their seers has had some kind of vision only shortly before that happened. She saw an island in the Red Sea near Doonville. So, this is where they went. They built a small settlement there about 5 winters ago, and Rucus went with them. No, nothing. But even so, I wanted to know he was all right, so I paid a myriad warden to, once each moon, fly over the island to see if everything is in order, so to speak. And, well, this is essentially what's troubling me. For 3 weeks, the island has been deserted. No sign of life anywhere. Thank you. That means a lot to me. If you could find Rukas, I would be happy to reward your efforts. You see, I just want to know if he's all right. Pathlessness aside, he is still my son. Anyway, best you talk to the Myrid Warden in the South Quarter. He can take you somewhere close to the island. I will be in my shop.
Obulus, my dame, please, the Lord will redeem you for your kindness.
Tito's gone. Yeah, that should be it.
Walk blessed.
Anguish. Whoa! Whoa! Away! Away! Away, you go!
Malphus blessings, madame. Are you looking for something to read? By the, put that away! Are you mad? Don't go around showing these to people like a bloody bouquet. Well, apart from the fact that the pathless murderer wrote them, they're forbidden. I once had an idiot of an assistant who had the marvelous idea of buying these on the black market and selling them to intellectuals. Probably thought it'd impress me. It would have gotten us both into the Undercity if I had noticed it before the Order did. Well, they haven't always been. You know the story behind them, don't you? At first, the Order reprinted them, thinking it would be a wonderful scare story to keep people on the righteous path. However, that didn't work out as they thought it would. People were fascinated by the story rather than appalled by it, and some even started imitating his crimes. You know, killing criminals for justice. Some bards even wrote songs about the Butcher of Ark. Path-abiding on the surface, but full of morbid fascination underneath. After some years, yes, it was Truchessa Nataro del Verum, actually, who issued the decree. Nowadays, owning these books is forbidden and punished by a significant prison sentence, and the Order tries to burn every single issue they get their hands on. If they had, you wouldn't be holding one, my friend, would you? Blazes, did you listen to a word I said? You're not getting any here if that's what you're asking. Look for them if your life depends on it, but leave me and the other path-abiding merchants out of it. Ah, and you might be careful parading around with these for another reason as well. The Order isn't the only one looking for them. Just some moons ago, the 2 guards protecting the original scripture were murdered and the book taken. Yes, the one the Butcher of Ark wrote himself. I assume the thieves were hoping it contained the forbidden passage about Jael Tannerson's initiation ritual, but as far as I know, not even the original has it. Well, long story short, you're treading on dangerous ground here. If it's a story you want, I recommend you get yourself something else to read. You name it, I got it. name it. I got it.
A penny, madame. Please, just 1 penny.
Walk blessed. Hey, wait a minute, you... Never mind. Oh, you're an outlander, aren't you? From Araziel. Your skin, it looks, different. Narum, you say? Huh. But still, your mother must have told you a lot about her homeland, didn't she? Is it true that Arazelian people are, well, divided? That they are the civilized who worship the Lightborn and the savages in the steppes? If that's right, which did your mother belong to? Oh, I see. That's exciting, really. You know, once this chaos in the world is over, I want to go travel myself. Who knows? Maybe a captain will hire me as a deckhand. Anyway, thanks for your time. Walk blessed. Walk blessed.
Some shifts
But that's
never
how
end.
it is. Life is what you make of it.
May your path always be even. Have you heard the news about the Magister? Word has it that he murdered 30 novices, then killed himself up in the temple. By Malphus, what has become of this world?
Well, there comes a point, and you just have to live with it.
My dame.
You're an outlander, aren't you? I can tell. Tywin Summerfield. By my path, accountant of Screws, Hats, Odds and Ends Incorporated. Even though I doubt the two of us have common ground, so to speak. Work? No. That is... Maybe yes. You do get around quite a lot, don't you? You certainly look like it. Fine then. I suppose it's worth a try. There is something in a person of your talents could come in handy. A grand-scale assignment we recently took on. One of our customers ordered replications of several Pyrean artifacts. A most exquisite wish, of course any of our people could fulfill. However, our current problem is that we still need many of those artifacts' originals to work with. If you could recover those originals for us, you would be generously rewarded. Here, these are some of the ruins that might be worthwhile visiting. Sorry, but this is none of your concern. Splendid. Come back once you've found something.
But please, take a look. What do you need? Apart from my wares, you mean? Well, jokes aside, no. At the moment, it's quiet around here. Thank Malthus it is. You don't hear a lot of good things from the streets these days. Vateers, brigands. This country has seen better times. Walk blessed. This and that. Just take a look. May your path always be even!
What the heck do you think you're doing? You've committed a crime. Pay your fine. All right. I'm glad this is Enderal, not where you come from. Otherwise, you'd already be on the cross.
And if I am, what is it to you? Listen, I know you mean well, but not now. Please, not now. Huh, help. Who are you, Lorem Waterblade reincarnated? Aye, maybe you could help me, but I think we both know what that really means. You want money. Everyone wants money. It's all that keeps this bloody world moving. That bastard Gulfer proved it. I shouldn't talk like this to you. But still, please, just let me be. Just go.
An outlander. Isn't this nice?
Shit, boy. I'd rather go tap dance in front of a Truchessa than work for a Chilean.
But I don't think she would like that.
What I'm trying to say is, stay away from those olive-skinned cutthroats. They lure you in with nice words and big promises, then bang, you put your cross under a contract that makes you a slave for a lifetime.
Oh, but This isn't nice. Why would they do that?
Because they're a greedy pack who have as much decency and path abidingness as a bloody Vatir, that's why.
Always.
I tell you, boy, I am so sick of those fucking glittery liars. If I were the Grand Master, I'd have thrown them out of this country long ago. Bastards, all of them.
Okay. I just don't see the fucking point.
My dame.
Hello.
Some people just don't know their path.
That stuff's so expensive.
Malphas's blessings.
Huh?
Lord blessed, madame. Well, that's just how he is. Always.
Hello. That's a good question. Let me think. I'm not sure if this helps, but an innkeeper told me lately that because of the Red Madness, very
Stop
few
ignoring me.
prospectors are bold enough to go to the Shadow Steel mines in the Powder Desert anymore.
Bloody flood your eyes on me, woman. You think I haven't noticed, don't you? You say sorry at once, so I'll smack your mouth. Oh, that you'd like to know, huh? So you can deduce her, me Bernadette. Don't bloody think I'm stupid. Oh, well, you're lucky I'm having a good day. Next time I won't let you off that easy.
My dame. Huh? Can I help you?
Lord blessed, madame.
Wait a moment. You're an outlander, aren't you? Only if you know what to look for. I'm one myself, so I do. Balhazel, pleased to make your acquaintance. Tell me, if you're new in this city, are you perchance also looking for work? Excuse me, what was I saying? I'm looking for a hand. Well, neither do you. But to answer your question, I'm Orizalian, but third generation Orizalian, so it doesn't show that much anymore. Apart from my name and my skin, there's little left of my roots, I'm afraid. Anyway, so what did you say? Interested in some well-paid, honest work? It's simple. I want you to find something for me. You know, I'm a healer, just like my father was, and my grandfather before that. When he came to this country,
How am I supposed
he
to
did
pay
so
that
because he
much?
had been hired by an
Bloody
Arca noble
cutthroats.
woman, a bright lady who valued science and the arts of healing. In any case, my grandfather spent a large portion of life working for this lady in an old, abandoned fort near the now deserted village of Fogville. Together with a good dozen other apothecary, he planned for my father to succeed him, but before he had the chance to, the mushroom plague occurred. It does seem likely, doesn't it? Both my father and I have asked my grandfather this question too, but he has always denied it. The plague was a magical phenomenon, a freak of nature, no more, no less. Those were his words. However, I've made some troubling discoveries which have led me to doubt that. I believe the plague might have been fabricated. Well, this is exactly what I want you to find out. Unfortunately, the noblewoman who my grandfather worked for has long been dead, and she was the last in their bloodline, so I couldn't find any answers there. But the old fortress where they worked still stands. Look at me, you'll have the answer. I'm old and far from made for the road to begin with. Furthermore, all those undead who've been roaming the wilderness since that red madness began don't exactly make the idea more inviting. But don't worry, if you succeed, I'll make it worth your while. Isn't that obvious? Because I want to understand. You know, we Arzalines believe in the debt of blood. If my grandfather committed a crime, it is my responsibility to atone for it. Plus, I believe that if there was a way to, well, to cure that plague, it is hidden within that fortress. Whatever harm the mushrooms can do, they can also reverse it.
Stew, roast pork. Anyone?
My father never cared much about all this, but I'm different. If there's one thing I want to achieve in my life, then it's clarity.
Where did I put that?
Reports, scrolls, samples of their work. Anything that could be of relevance. Just look around. Do you have a map? Here, the fortress should be in this area. Best you take Myra to Fogville. In the village harbour, there was a hut where my grandfather lived when he was off duty. Chances are you'll find a key to the fortress there. Good luck, and thank you. If you have found the material, you can find me in the Undercity, near the old waterworks. My laboratory is there.
Yes, bullshit.
Yes, you should go into the Whisperwood and see what you can find in the old fortress. I'll wait for you in the Undercity, in my laboratory.
Mead, stew, roast pork. Anyone?
Yes, you should go into the Whisperwood and see what you can find in the old fortress. I'll wait for you in the Undercity, in my laboratory.
Sorry. May your path always be even, madame.
What blessed, madame?
Yes, of course you'd say that.
In no bed. Sorry.
Malfas's blessings. A little bit of this and that. Why not take a look? May your path always be even. Stop ignoring me!
Ambrosial smells of our unrivaled fresh and... You there! You look as if you could do with a fine loaf of our unrivaled fresh and tasty bread. I can see it in your eyes.
How am I supposed to pay that much?
Well, it is fresh and it is tasty. What are you getting at? Certainly! A pleasure for the young and the old, for the tall and the small. See for yourself.
Ahoy!
Mm-hmm. You're an outlander, aren't you? I can tell. You don't know this? How can I explain? We are an association of thinkers, highly gifted thinkers of sterling origin, to be precise. And screws, hats, odds and ends is our guild, to put it in worldly terms. Ah, and did I forget to mention that we are the #1 supplier of the Holy Order in terms of metalware and starling technology? Until next time. Maybe.
Noble citizens of Ark! Lick your lips in untamed desire as the ambrosial smells of our unrivaled fresh and tasty bread caresses your nostrils.
Watch yourself. The streets aren't safe this time of the day.
My hands into yours.
Yes?
Greetings.
Noble citizens of Ark, lick your lips in
Greetings.
untamed desire as the ambrosial smells of our unrivaled fresh and
Stop ignoring me!
Madame?
Recruit?
Yes?
So, how are you?
Fine, I guess. Why are you asking?
Oh, just because.
Oh, I see.
Then
Hello.
see you around, pal.
How am I supposed to pay that much?
Earthhammer, take a look at your
Bloody
armor.
cutthroats.
It looks like it could use it.
Yes, of course. Walk blessed.
Good evening.
Teolor Orenthial has returned after all these years. Malphas truly smiles upon us.
Madame?
Due to its sheer glory, brought forth by Malphas himself. Tibor Arnfield has returned. Yes, you have heard
Well,
right.
there comes a point.
The lost
just
heir
have to
to
live
the
with it.
throne, son of
What do you
Boreas,
want?
has, after decades of imprisonment by his treacherous son, returned to his position as Grand Master of the Holy Order. The esteemed Trachesha, Natara Dal Varim, thereby returns to her position as second in command, and no one else but Telor Arenthiel himself shall lead this holy city from this day on. His fearless leadership shall be what helps us find our way through these troubled times. Cherish, oh brothers and sisters. Cherish and thank the Lord for his mercy.
Yeah? What do you want? Information? What do you mean? Let me see. That's not very much, but fine. A couple of moons ago, I had a really strange guy as a customer. He wore 2 sabers, like those coal people do, but when he moved, he was really swift about it, like he was some kind of thief. I think he was an assassin, as they call them. Quiranian contract killers. You can hide within a fortress, but they'll find you. Somehow break into your room and kill you in your sleep. And unlike those everyday scroungers, they know how to wield a sword, like Loram Waterblade did. Who knows? Maybe that'll help you.
Hungry for arcane secrets? I have books, scrolls, potions, anything for friends of path-fighting magic.
What? That wasn't enough? Let me think. Yeah. There was that wench once. A farmer. She came running into the city as if chased by the Black Guardian and told the guards something about an ambush on her farm. Nothing unusual, you could say, especially nowadays, but apparently the bandits were led by a mage. And, well, if you can believe that farmer woman, she conjured the sunfire down from the sky. Green fire, lightning, the living dead rising from the ground, a wild mage. In other words, one of those sinistropes. But she also knew elemental magic like the keepers do. I wouldn't want to come across someone like her. Now, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
returned after all these years. Malphas truly smiles upon us.
Hungry for arcane secrets? I have books.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. Rumors circulate, rumors about the horrible events of the past moons. They speak of a red madness that befalls peaceful souls, driving them to deeds of pathless atrocity. All you who live now in fear, hear my words. Do not be afraid. Only the weak of pathless spirit are prone to the workings of this red madness. Pray, honor your path and serve the order, and nothing shall happen to you. For the Lord holds his protective hand over us, as he has done for a millennia.
What, you're asking me? I'm flattered. But let me think. You know, my grandfather always used to read to us from this old book, Myths and Legends. I think one of the former Archmagisters of the Order wrote it, and there were all kinds of tales about those mythical creatures that apparently roam Enderal. Grandpa always said they were just tales, but who knows? You should go to the library. Maybe they still have a volume of that book there. Honest answer? Bad. Since this whole red madness thing started, the roads aren't safe to travel anymore. At least, not for those who don't have the coin to pay an armed escort. And that's most of us merchants. But, well, you scratch along somehow, don't you? As long as people eat and the farmers deliver, I'll have customers. I really shouldn't complain so much. Come back anytime.
Good evening.
Walk blessed, my dame. How can Sylvan and friends serve you today? Would you like to open a personal vault? Or perhaps even acquire an estate? A ledger. Your very own safe in our house, which we will manage on your behalf. We will meticulously track all your deposits and withdrawals, and best of all, thanks to our very generous interest rates, the longer you entrust your money with us, the more it proliferates on its own. Well, evidently this was a metaphor. Just imagine that for every day your money rests in our vaults, we present you with some extra coin on top of it, as in appreciation for your trust, so to speak. Well, you see, this is a highly complicated process, and I fear it would be a matter of near impossibility to elucidate my response in such a fashion that you would be capable of comprehending it with your, I beg your pardon, most likely quite limited intellectual capabilities. Let us talk about more enjoyable matters instead, such as your money. Fine then. We use it to trade. We invest, for example, in promising expeditions or new trade routes. And from the returns those investments yield, we not only pay our employees, but your interest as well. Now, don't you look at me that way. We have to make a living somehow, too. Banks do not make mistakes. Didn't your parents teach you this? Now enough of this nonsense and back to business. Do you want to open a gold shelf or not? Very well. We will need a 100 penny deposit to start with. After that, you may make a withdrawal or deposit whenever you would like. That's regrettable. Then I suggest you come back later. Walk blessed! And don't forget, of course. Walk blessed! Walk blessed, my dame. How can Sylvan and friends serve you today? Would you like to open a personal vault? Or perhaps even acquire an estate?
They just sit on their asses and hope things settle themselves. They always... Too easy on the scum.
Men, that's just how they are.
Madame?
Huh? Can I help you? What? You mean apart from frenzied animals, hordes of living dead lurking through the wilderness and this whole red madness thing? No, just be careful when you're outside the walls.
So much to do, so little time.
Madame?
Walk blessed, my lady. Where do you need to go? Huh. So old God's hand did find someone after all. I'm glad she did. Yes, I can take you to this island, but be careful, will you? The last time I went there, I think I saw bone rippers from the distance.
Yes?
Be careful, my dame. The streets aren't safe at this hour.
Yes?
Good evening. How about pirates? What is there to tell? They're beautiful animals, majestic and wild, and dangerous if you're unlucky enough to run into an untamed one. In the time before the Blood Moon Revolt, a long time ago, tame pirates like this one here was a really rare sight. Nowadays, though, they're pretty common, at least here at Enderal. Pity, somehow. Well, that's hard to explain. They communicate by clicking sounds. I, as a warden, have been trained to hear them, but you probably can't. And through those clicking sounds, I also tell them where you want to go before you mount them. Obviously, that only works for routes that the pirate already knows by heart. I guess that sounds stupid, but I sometimes long for the times my grandfather lived in. Being a pirate warden was far more prestigious back then, and even feared with sublime or keepers. Nowadays, well, you can guess, riding a pirate has become as ordinary as riding a mule. But, who am I to complain? Walk blessed, my lady. Sure, where to?
Yes?
Greetings.
My dame.
Move along, huh?
A visitor. Take your time, look around. Can't you tell? The floorboards can barely stand the pressure. Jokes aside, look around. We do not. In the old days, people cared more for the history of our country. But since this Red Madness thing and Arenthiel's return, the number of visitors has sadly declined steadily. But that's just how it is. Well, aren't you direct? You're an outlander, aren't you? I can tell. But to answer your question, the Order funds this museum. They quite rightfully see it as a memorial to Endralian culture. Walk blessed, madame.
Yeah, as if.
Light fades away at the end of the day. Ta-dum-dum. Light fades away at the end of the day. Ta-dum-dum. Now, a good pipe of peace weed. Jesus, why is that stuff so expensive? What? Quirk. Look.
Hey! Well, let's put it this way. I have a pair of eyes here and there, and it's always good to know who comes into this city and when they do so. Help. You're an unfamiliar face, and this is just what I need. Let me make it short. I'm a businessman, and my specialties are the liquid pleasures. Beer, to call a child by its name. In Ark, most inns only pour 2 drinks. On the one hand, my beer. On the other hand, Rivervale Ale. Dalsarker honey wine is what they like to call that swill. Now, the thing is, the Rivervale Brewery and I have a deal going. And unfortunately, the new vine dresser respects that deal as much as the Relata respect the righteous path. And this is why I want your help. I need someone to aid me in serving some retributive justice, so to speak. Now look at that. Aren't you curious? That's good. I like that. It's simple. 7 barrels of beer per tavern and per week from me. 7 barrels of wine from him. No tricks. Correct. That way, we maintain balance. Should an inn order more than these 7 barrels, either I or the vinery inform each other about it first. The fact is, that new vine dresser doesn't care about that deal at all. All he does is walk around saying things like how he'll grow the business, how rivalry adds spice, and other Kalian horse shit like that. And unfortunately, some people seem to fall for him. One innkeeper hasn't ordered from me for 3 weeks, and now pours only ale instead. A lot. Depending on how good you do, we can even talk about letting you in as a shareholder of my brewery. With small parts, of course. But as I said, that depends on how you do. Wonderful! Here, this is a flask of highly concentrated vinegar. Sneak into the basement of Fat Leorin's Inn. That's one of the inns that fools talked into only buying ale. And pour that into the big mead barrel. And, I probably don't need to say this, but still, not a word to anyone. Get back to me once it's all taken care of, and we'll talk coin.
Hello. I haven't seen you around here before. Just take a look around and tell me if you see anything you like. Oh, a bit of this and that. Feel free to take a look. Walk blessed.
May your path always be even.
Walk blessed.
Madame? Yes?
Yes? Listen, do not take this personally, but I have business to attend to. If you're an outlander and want to learn something about our guild, go to the library and talk to the quartermaster.
There's war in
Really need that new herbal essence for my hair.
Potatoes,
the main disciples of the sect.
Yeah, that should be it.
Just how it is.
The best wine in all of Enderal. Come, give it a try.
Now, if it isn't my esteemed trade partner, I thought you were still in June.
Ah, hello. Well, I was until recently. But seriously, things are starting to get quite dicey down there. Lost ones all over the desert, bone rippers. Truth be told, I'm actually glad my caravan made it back without any casualties.
That must be the red madness everyone is talking about. Say, do you happen to know the condition of the mine?
What? Who are you? And what do you do with that beautiful barrel? That is nice of you, you know. But I think today is your lucky day. For 50 pennies, I will forget what I saw here.
I see. Thanks for your opinion. I will think about it.
You should. No. Walk less.
And you.
Of course not. What do you think? Thanks a lot.
Each step to the whisper wood, where eternity's echo can be understood. Can you feel the breath of irrevocable?
Madame?
Do you know the aged man of whom no one knows from whence he
One
came?
day, I'm gonna be an adventurer, and I'm gonna explore the entire world.
Madame?
That's it. And why is it Malphas who carries the Sun Temple on his back?
That's just how it is.
Isn't that a gesture of servitude?
In the old days.
Is it important?
People of this holy city.
A miracle has happened. A miracle that must
What a
happen.
weary traveler needs.
The streets aren't safe this time of the day.
I know. I can't sing.
Yes, you have heard right. The lost heir to the throne, son.
If it's Clive the fish you seek, then come and take a good long peek.
Holy Order. The esteemed Tratesha, Natara
Vegetables.
thereby returns
Fresh from the oven. Treat yourself. Apples, dates, grapes, bananas, the freshest fruits right from the farmer's coast and Duneville.
Oh, hello there. Are you looking for garments? I have the finest cloth from Kilay to Enderal. Come and look for yourself. Walk blessed. Well, well. All your heart could ever desire. Take a look. May his light... Come back if you find the time. Hard times these are. Hard times. Well,
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city.
Yes?
Wait, you're a traveler, aren't you? Did you happen to see my husband, Hallis? Tall, brown hair, chin beard. He runs our farm near landlord Morek's place and has been gone for days.
Yeah, as if.
Wonderful. I can't wait to see what that stupid innkeeper has to say about the Rivervale Ale after tonight. Here's your reward, 40 pennies. And, as promised, a paper that marks you as a shareholder of the brewery. That should keep you motivated to stay silent about this in the meantime. Not a chance. Sorry. Talk to Samael Sildren and Sildren and Friends, the bank. He'll make sure you get your share of the brewery. Now, walk blessed. There's a lot to do.
Walk west.
Move along.
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you around. Here before. Just take a look around and tell me if you see anything you like.
If it's climb and
I've
fish,
got just what a weary traveler needs.
take a good long peek.
Walk blessed, my dame. How can Silrin and friends serve you today? Would you like to open a personal vault? Or perhaps even acquire an estate? Of course. Walk blessed, my dame. How can Silrin and friends serve you today? Would you like to open a personal vault? Or perhaps even acquire an estate? Very well. We will need a 100 penny deposit to start with. After that, you may make a withdrawal or deposit whenever you would like. Damn it! I didn't expect this. But fine, how does the saying go? Never look a gift horse in the mouth. Here, this is your personal safe key. This way, you may access your shelf even when we are closed. To make a deposit, simply talk to one of the bankers or put it on the shelf yourself. And should you acquire any shareholdings, simply give them to me and we will allocate them with your future interest. Well, holdings for something, a business, a caravan, things like that. But forgive me for saying so, you do not seem to be a woman of means, so I don't suppose it will be relevant to you. Of course. You do? Let me have a look. Very well, this looks solid. We will add any future gains from this holding to your vault.
They just sit on their asses and hope things settle themselves.
Madame?
Idiots.
Something never
I
changed.
just where did I put it?
Uh-huh.
Hungry for
No, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it. Walk to see.
Hear my... Words, O path abiding. People of this... City. A miracle has happened, a miracle that must have been, due to its sheer glory, brought forth by Malphas himself.
Hungry? I've got just what a weary traveler needs.
Is it important?
Just how it is.
Hello.
Heir to the throne, son of glorious has, after decades of imprisonment by his treacherous son,
Well,
to his position
comes a
as
point
Grand Master
you just have to live with him.
the esteemed Trachea.
Walk blessed. Hey, wait a minute, you...
You just wait and see.
Never mind. Oh, you're an outlander, aren't you? From Araziel. Your skin, it looks, different. Naram, you say? Huh. But still, your mother must have told you a lot about her homeland, didn't she? Is it true that Arazelian people are, well, divided? That they are the civilized who worship the Lightborn and the savages in the steppes? If that's right, which did your mother belong to? Oh, I see. That's exciting, really. You know, once this chaos in the world is over, I want to go travel myself.
But that's how it is.
Who knows?
Life is
Maybe a captain will hire me as a deckhand. Anyway, thanks for your time. Walk blessed. Oh, you're an outlander, aren't you? I mean no offense, really. I'm just, well... Naram, you say? Is it true that Arazelian people are, well, divided? Huh. I see. You know, once this chaos in the world is over, I want to go travel myself. Who knows? Maybe a captain will hire me as a deckhand. Anyway, thanks for your time. Walk blessed.
Walk. Blessed. Walk.
Madame?
If it's clam and fish you seek, then come and take it.
Hungry for arcane secrets? I have books, scrolls, potions, anything for friends of path-abiding magic.
Yeah? What do you want?
Come to Yorinto Shamgash and buy fish. Only the best and fresh from the Red Sea.
Fruits, vegetables, bread fresh from the oven. Treat yourself.
Oh shit. I have to remember this.
Nice try. Now get lost before you regret it.
Vegetables, bread fresh from the oven. Treat yourself.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city.
Apples, dates,
Rumors circulate. Rumors about the horrible events of the past moons.
Hungry for arcane secrets? I have books, scrolls, potions, anything.
Yeah? What do you want?
All you who live now in fear, hear my words. Do not be afraid. Only the weak of pathless spirits are prone to the workings of this red madness. Pray, honor your path and serve the order, and nothing shall
Uh-huh.
for the Lord holds
No,
his protection
I just
and
put them
oversight
out for you to look at.
for a millennia.
Tell me what you need, and be quick about it. Walk the way. Yeah? What do you want? Walk the way.
Bread fresh from the oven. Treat yourself.
Uh-huh.
You may have heard it already.
No, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
group of honorless heretics who adorn them.
Hello. Walk blessed. Oh, you're an outlander, aren't you? From Araziel. Of course not, my dame. Forgive me, I didn't mean to offend you.
Yes?
Stop ignoring me!
Melt away in rapture as a crunchy loaf of bread wanders from my hands into yours.
That? By Malthus, where did you get that? You didn't buy it from that cutthroat, did you? Please, let me see it. I need to know it's real. Aye, of course. By the name of the sun, yes, that's hers. And Vera was right. I don't know why you're doing this, but thank you. This really means a lot. What? No, Bella, she was my daughter. She left us one moon's turn and a day ago now. Flesh maggots, she... A week before we found out, she had met this young man, you know? Oh, you should have seen her. There was so much life in her, so much joy. And then, all of a sudden... No, it just isn't fair. You did. I'm sorry to hear that. She was a poet, you know? She could play the lute and sing like no other. And she even taught herself how to write. Vera, my companion, and I, We thought she would one day travel through the lands and become a bard. Ah, what am I saying? I'm sure you have better things to do than listen to me grieving. But in case you want to know how her loot ended up in that bastard's hands, we had debts. And only 3 weeks after Bella left us, a Duneville caravan that carried a year's load of iron for us got robbed. But of course, neither that nor our loss made any difference to that cutthroat golfer, and he threatened to get me thrown into jail if I wouldn't pay by the first day of Star Summer Night. Well, I suppose you can connect the dots for yourself. The loot was precious, and we didn't have a choice. But still, it felt like selling a part of her. And until now, we had nothing left of her, save for the casket. Her treasure chest, that's what she called it. She kept her songs and poems in there, and she would never show anything to anyone unless she considered it perfect. You know how poets are. And now she's gone, and only she knows how to open the casket. Aye, I should. But the casket was a present I made for her myself, and I made the lock special. It's a complicated mechanism, but simply put, there are 4 bolts that need to be pushed in a certain order, and only then will it open. Of course, I could smash it, but who knows what would happen to her things. If I somehow destroyed them, I would never forgive myself. Yes, left, right, left, down. But that's not all. The bolts have to be pushed 12 times. Aye, I'm quite sure she did. Vera and I have ideas as to where, but at the moment I can't afford to spend a single day without work. Look, you were very generous to me. I know it's a lot to ask for, but do you think you could help us find the other hints? I don't know. We hardly have anything left, so I cannot pay you. But maybe I could share my knowledge as a craftsman with you, and the Lord would surely bless you for your generosity. Ah, thank you. I'm not asking this lightly, but you seem like a good fellow, and that is rare these days. Bella loved this book of poetry, The Red Ballads, and there was one particular edition she always rented from the Ark Library. I hardly have any coin left to borrow it, but I'm almost sure she left a hint there. Aye, there was a place Bella always visited when she had spare time. She worked on her poems there, I think. It's not far from the harbor. Do you have a map? There. If she left another clue, it must have been there. Thank you. I mean it. I will pray for you.
Some people just don't know their place. Just have to live with it.
People of this holy city. A miracle has happened. A miracle that must have been.
Hungry for arcane secrets? Can I help you?
I have books. By Malthus himself. Tibor Arenfield has returned.
Huh. You're not from around here, are you? I never
Nice.
Yes. Walk blessed. I'm sure I have just what you need. May his light. Yes, of course. Take your time. May his light, guide, walk, bless. I'm sure I have just what you need. Good luck. And safe travels.
Yes?
Dead bodies touch like tender skin.
Mmm! Oh, yummy! Tastes like cherries!
Walk blessed.
May his light guide you.
Malphas blessings, madame. Are you looking for something to read? You name it, I got it. You name it, I got it. Malphas blessings, madame. Are you looking for something to read? Malphus blessings. Malphus.
Between hobble. Burn and excretion. Between darkness and light. Advance the fleet. Always forward. Always forward.
People of this holy city.
Anything for friends. It's not as if I didn't tell them that already.
Madame? Madame?